Excuse me. I have a little bit of a cold, so we have the lower register as a feature today. We're going to be doing some more painting. We started this yesterday on stream. We did the green color that you're seeing around here. And I think today we're going to do part of the shirt or face. I'll let you guys decide. Just gonna wait for some more friends to hop in and we can start choosing colors. While we wait, I'm gonna grab some more hot water for my tea. I have a feeling I'm gonna need it. I'm feeling a little yappy. Now we've got a little bit more. Welcome in. I realized I didn't even mention that we had a stream earlier. We did nails. These are the nails. I didn't clean up my edges because I don't care to, because the more I wash my hands, they're just gonna clean themselves for me, so I'm not gonna bother. That's what we did last stream. Yes. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, I got the right amount of tea down so that my voice actually works. Hopefully I can keep up on it. Okay, so oh, hi Dominic, how's it going? Let's see. Okay guys, so I'm thinking, okay, so this is what we're working on. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see the pixels. Okay, so we already did some of the green in the background. Hi Randolph. So, hi Fantastico. Okay, so let's decide, do we want to work on the shirt today, or do we want to work on his face? Let me know. So either his shirt or his face. Because we started the green background, but I think it would look better if we started one of the center pieces. So let me know what you guys think. I'll let you guys. Randolph really wants us to work on the face. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. I'm a little sick today, but we're gonna persevere, okay? Persevere. Your eye color is outstanding. Can you even see my eyes from over there? I feel like my glare is like all over my face, but thank you. Okay, so we're gonna go with face. So I think if we start with the color that's like right in here, and then we just kind of make it darker, then we can kind of do this section right here. All right. My nationality. That's such a wild question. Wild question. Alright, girly pops. We're gonna mix up a skin tone. Hello, Thor. How are you doing? Okay, so we got yellow. We got white. Mix them up a little bit. Okay. Actually, instead of yellow, we're gonna do, because peach is kind of like a pink, and it's just mostly white, but we're just gonna start with a good healthy amount of white, and then I'm just gonna drop in a tiny bit of red, just the babyest amount. the babyest amount. Okay, thank you, Carver. Yes, please like the stream so that we can find more friends. And then we can have a party up in here. Alrighty. Bum, bum, bum. Hi from Turkey. Thank you. Alright, let's go with, oh, this is a little, let me give this a little bit of a, there we go. I like it already, thank you very much. All we have so far is green. Slay. Hi guys, welcome in. Hi Ziggy. Alright, we're gonna start with the white. Oh wait, you guys can't even see the tray. Hold on. Let me move it over. My apologies. Alright, so we're gonna mix the white first. We're making the face color, okay guys? Alright, where did I put it? There it is. It's like, where's my mixing stick? Oh, over here. It's right here. Whoa, we got a band hammer going through chat. Y'all better be polite. My mod is top tier, guys, so better be on your best behavior, alright? Alright, we're gonna make our light pink shade. Oh, it's so red. My word. Excuse me. Alright, I think we're already gonna have to add more white. So that's like a baby pink. Thank you for the kind words, Vamp. Appreciate you. Alright, we have, it's kind of, oh wow, you can't see that. Not really. Okay, well it's like a baby pink. I'm going for more of a skin tone color, so we're gonna add more white. Alright, that should do it, perhaps. How's everyone's night going? I'm hoping we started doing this painting stream kind of series last night. It went pretty well. You guys seemed to like it. So okay, not hating that. I think it could be a little bit lighter because everything dries just a tiny bit darker than you mix it, so it can't hurt. I would rather make it too light and have to add more red than make it too dark and have it dry on like that. So we'll just keep mixing until we find our perfect color match. I think we're getting there though. It's quite close. Now it's more of a milky white, which is kind of what I was going for. Okay, we might be onto something. You guys might not be able to see my swatches too well, but promise we're getting there. Yeah, I'm feeling much more confident about that shade. It is a little bit more like white brown, but I don't really want to add brown, so just a quick note to my mod. Remember to ban into silence, not ban into not being able to like see anything. I think there's a difference. I don't quite remember. Okay. Alright, now we just got to figure out where, what squares we're doing. Give it a little test run. Okay, so the first one is 5, it's 9 down, and then it is also 5, 10, 15 over. 9 down, 15 over. Alright, we can do this. 5, 10, 15, and then, oh wait, did I count that the right way? Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, and then 15. 5, 10, 15, so it'd be right there. I'm gonna put it on a little bit so you guys can see. Okay. So we're starting with this square. Oh, this is gonna be, I mean, I can see it with my eyes. Can you guys see this? Man. I might have to alternate between doing light and dark squares, because I don't know if you guys can see this. Over there. Yeah, that has to be the... Look at that. You can barely see that. That's great. Oh boy. Alright, so we got one. We're gonna do, let's see, 3 down. Definitely gonna need a little bit more paint than we have currently on the brush. Yeah, that's way better. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to also add in the navy blue shirt color so that I can give you guys something to actually like see. Yeah. Okay, so 3, and then 3 down, we have 3 more squares. I can do that. Okay, I think we're sitting good so far. I'm confident in our mixing abilities for colors. Now we just kind of gotta execute the plan here. Alright. And 2 down, we have 2 more. These numbers are working out pretty easy to remember so far. And we're all pretty close together, so I don't have to think too hard, which is nice. 3, 3, 2, and then down 2 over 1. That one. Alright, we're looking good. Good. And then we got 2 down, and then 1 in the corner again. This one. Alright, this is what we're working with so far. Got some face and hand drawn, painted. And then 5 over, maybe this one. Down from this one. Let's see, that would be 5, 10. So 5, 10. If anyone has questions they'd like answers to, now is a good time. Alright, so this is how far we are now. I'm just going in and kind of piling on so I don't have to do an extra layer. It gets kind of tedious. And sometimes I forget, so instead of doing the layers like we were doing last night, I'm just gonna make a little section and then perhaps that will improve it. I don't know. We're just kind of experimenting, seeing what works for us, and if we decide to change our minds, then that's okay. It's not a serious, super serious art project. Up to and over 9. It's kind of on the edge. It would be right there. Yeah, I think this, like, this new method that I'm trying is a lot less stressful. I mean, not that it was overly stressful doing the 2 layers, but it kind of just interrupted the flow I had and, like, required more thinking. So I like that this way is a little less thinky, I guess. Okay, so we got these two and these two. Trying to figure out how far over this other set is. Yep, I think I'll be keeping that method. And then gotta find, so it's up 3. And then, let's see, 5, 10, 15 over. So 5, 10, what did I say? 10, 15. Okay, so that would be this one. I'm just gonna draw both of these because I'm not the most confident that I counted these right, so we're just gonna do both of them, and then if we don't like one of them, then later we can just cover it up with a different color. Seems like the move to me. Right, and then there's just a miscellaneous one down here. So it's 1, 2, and then 6. 6, that'll be this one. And then I'll hold it up in a second so you guys can see how far we've gotten. Get a closer look. Set my paintbrush down. Alright. So far, got the one in the corner. Got these. So, kind of all over the board right now. Got a little bit of everything. Just getting those light colors mapped out on our canvas. Gonna do one more in this corner, and then we're probably just gonna do a few over here, and then we'll have you guys pick a new color. Or we can keep mixing and make kind of like the colors that go around these ones, like the darker shades and versions of this color. But I'll leave it up to you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then up 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be this one. Okay. And we're just going to do a couple in this area. How far up is that? So 5, 10, 11 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11. That'd be right there. And then 5 more, 6 more. That'd be right there. Alright, I think we've almost wrapped up this color. So now, it's just a matter of either choosing a new one or mixing it down into a slightly darker color. So, you guys can choose. So I'll show you what we're working on. So this is what we're working on. We can either keep doing the color here and start mixing it into the colors that go this way, or we can pick a completely new color. So right now we've done kind of this area right here. Oh man. I didn't even see that. I had my freaking chat stuck. I'm sorry, guys. I thought we were... Yep. Alright. Evening, madam. When were we supposed to game again? Yeah, I don't think we picked a new... I don't think we picked a new time. I think we still have to decide. Take off my glasses, lady. Girl, but then I can't see, girl. So, I don't think so. Love the new nail colors. Yeah, we did a nail painting stream earlier. Where I swooped in with my blank nails on, and then we just painted nails. That was the whole stream. And now we're painting canvas. Okay, make sure my chat is scrolled all the way down now so I don't miss any messages like a goofy goober. I was like, there's no way that there's no one talking, but I was just rolling with it. I was like, yeah, it's fine. Meanwhile, ignoring us on purpose. That would be wild. Can you imagine you just log on to stream and you're like, hey guys, I'm doing a stream. I'm not gonna read anything though. Like, that would be wild. Oh man. Okay, so okay, you said new color. So let's do new color. I'm just not piecing together. Alright. Remembering that I asked questions. I was like, oh, I'll just decide for myself. like a goofy goober. Alright, we'll get this color off this brush and we can mix a new color. Thank you for being patient with me. Jeez. I'm sitting there like, nobody will ever come to my stream. Nobody will ever send a message. Like, what? I was just gonna hang out and wait. And wait. And wait. Cuckoo loco. Alright. So, we pretty much have green, blue, and brown, and white. Those are like the 4 colors. Green, blue, brown, and white. So, I'm thinking either a blue or a brown, because we haven't done either of those yet. Let's zoom in a little bit, because I think there is like a... Because it's dark blue for the most part, but if you like close your eyes just a little bit, and like it kind of looks black. So I think if we were really feeling lazy, we could probably do black through here in like this M shape. You feel me? So, I don't know. Just a thought. We could get a little lazy and get a little further ahead and make this M all black. Or just like a really, really dark navy blue. I'm just saying. We could do that. Because I don't feel the need to make it as textured as the photo. I just want it to look like a face, you know. It needs to look like he's like, ew. And that's all I really needed. That's the entire goal that we are trying to accomplish today, okay? I think we could honestly do this part a little. This could also be jet black. So, I think we're just gonna give that a shot and see how I feel. Or maybe just make it, I'm gonna start with a really dark blue. I don't wanna regret it because I don't have to do a lot of layers over the black, or more than I would if I did navy blue. So we're just gonna play safe. This is black, not blue. Hello. And then I can put this color right over the green because that one's dry. You know how it goes. Alright. And then we'll add the black. Word. That is so hard to see with my light. But it's like you guys can see, so that's good. Okay, that is a very, very dark blue. You can almost like almost cannot see that it is blue. But it is. I might add a tiny bit more blue. I don't know that it'll make a difference because I've already polluted it with black. But in my soul, I don't know. Actually, no. Actually, I think we're just gonna go with it. We're just gonna roll with it. But yeah, how we feeling? My sickness is also kicking my ass, gotta say. I don't know about y'all, but when I get sick, sometimes you just kind of like, ooh, I almost hit that. We're gonna move that. Sometimes when I'm sick, I just go into a timeless void. Like, time ceases to exist. There is only me right now, and I am sick, and everything sucks. That's gonna be so much easier for you guys to see. Jeez. But it's harder for me to see. Isn't that ironic? Ironic. But yeah, that's kind of been the vibe. The first night that I was sick, I didn't sleep for nothing. And then the second night, I slept so hard. And then last night was just like a mixed bag. Kitty cat and I are just hanging out. I love that. Purr. We love. Alright, we're gonna add some more blue. Did you at least get to stay home from work, or did you have to, like, work in an office all day? I had to call out of my jobs because they're both working with people. I mean, that's kind of a generic way to describe what I do, but it's a lot of talking. So I was like not comfortable just like yabbering and spreading germs. So that's how that went. Okay, so it's a 3, and then 1. I can feel my runny nose working its way into. Let me finish this square. Super fun stuff. You went into the office for half the day. Okay, that's not too bad then. Because, I mean, it's still not ideal. But at least, I guess it wasn't the full day? I don't know. Still, office work, boo. Okay, so 3 and 1. And then this section is 9 tall? Damn. Alright, 5, 9. So this all the way down. It's gonna be our guy. Man, I'm just realizing, okay, so when we started the stream, my mod wasn't in there yet, and I was just like talking to people, not really thinking much of it, and someone says like, what's your nationality? And I'm like, what? Like, what kind of a question is that? And now I'm realizing the question, or the stream is called Ask Me Anything. I mean, you don't really ask everyone everything. Like, usually I tend to ignore, like, the sexually driven questions that I get. So I was like, oh, this is just a weird question. And then now I'm realizing they just thought they were asking me anything. Oops. Oh well. Live and you learn. I need way more blue on my brush than I currently have. Okay. Let's see, we got 9, and then 5 above with 1 in between. I'm starting to wish I did like bigger squares, but oh well. They're still bigger than some of the other projects I've done, like the one that like this is smaller. I want to redo this. I'm not entirely happy with it, with the colors, but it looks kind of funky because I use these like acrylic pens and some of them were just like random shiny pens and I didn't know that they were shiny until I used them. So I'm definitely going to redo a couple of those squares. That's not a big deal. The good part about the acrylic paint when I do these projects is if you mess something up, you can literally just paint over it. Yeah, there's going to be texture on it because it's still paint, but you don't have to fight them if you want to change it. You just do. Okay, and then the next section is all the way down on the next column. I could do that. It just goes 1 up. Cool. Make sure I'm seeing everything. Okay, we're good. Keep our blue streak going here. Oh, hi Sandra, how's it going? We're doing a hangout stream, just getting some painting done. We're working on, so I'll show you what we got so far. It's gonna be upside down, but drew a 40 by 40 grid with pencil. And now we're gonna make Edward for my bathroom so we can judge you. So that's what we're working on. I appreciate you hanging out. Let's see. Another column all the way down, 1 up. Again. Like I could start, I could just kind of map out the outline, but I don't want to have like a bunch of like different textures. So I don't want to just like, rah. So I'm going to keep doing these columns for a little while. Because I also didn't mix the most paint ever. I probably could have made way more than I did, but we're already here. So might as well keep it going. We'll have to craft together sometime. I agree. What are your go-to crafts that you like to do at home? I think painting is probably one of my bigger ones. I also like to do like jewelry and just like threading bracelets. Not threading, but like putting beads on bracelets, I guess. Yeah, painting, beading. I've tried to get into crocheting, but there's a lot of learning, so I didn't get too far. Kitty and our Ty are going to bed. Sounds good. This is meant to be a chill stream. So, yeah, we'll see ya. See you later, Salty. Thanks for hanging out. Give Kitty some cuddles for me, of course. Crochet and cross stitch. Good ones. I think my mom really liked cross stitch, but I haven't been able to get into it too much. A lot of counting. Same with crochet. A lot of different like things to memorize. But I have a couple of kits. I still want to learn to crochet, so maybe that would be one for us to tackle. Because I do want to learn how to do it. It's just like a lot of like, usually when I sit down to craft, I want something that like is brain off. And when I started crochet, I was like, ooh, this is very brain on. So we'll definitely have to give that a shot. I'll count these out on the bottom row. Be 5, 10, 15, 17, 16, 15. I'll just do 15. Okay, so 15 on the bottom. We already got 3, so we just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Be over there. Okay. Trying to think of how to strategically use my blue, since I didn't make the most blue ever. Crochet is a lot easier than cross stitch. Once you get the hang of the basic stitches, it's brain off. Okay, word. I could get into that. Because I have seen, because there is this girl I follow on Instagram, and she has like a whole crochet business, and she like goes to class as a uni student, and she just like will listen to the lecture, and she crochets for her business like during the class. So I believe you, but I'm also fascinated. Watching it from the outside, I'm like, what? How does this work? But that would make sense. Alright, now we got that bottom row. And then 4 in. We can do the rest. Agreed. Crochet is very brain off when you get the hang of it. Word. We're gonna have a crochet circle and get together and become grandmas. I mean, what craft isn't also a little bit grandma? I just got my sewing machine serviced and clean, and it looks gorgeous. Have I sewn anything on it yet? No, not a thing. But it's ready when I actually get around to it. I do have some thread and some fabric. Not a lot, but enough to keep me busy if I chose to do something. A type of fidget spinner, keeping the hands busy to keep the brain focused. That makes sense. That makes sense. Can't argue with that. 4 and then 4 again. All the way over. I love grandma hobbies. I canned sweet peppers tonight. I've been trying to get myself to do, like, I don't necessarily need to can stuff, but like, I see people, I can't remember what the mixture of stuff is, but they'll basically just take fresh fruits and vegetables, stick them in some sort of like a liquid, and then they don't go bad as fast because they're like submerged. I don't know if that technically counts as canning, but I wanted to figure that out because I love buying fruit, but sometimes I don't always want to eat it the moment I buy it. I would love to avoid wasting it. Okay, so then 1 over. What other grandma hobbies do I have? Sewing, painting, jewelry. Oh, I could freeze it too, that's a good point. My freezer isn't the best ever. It's pretty quick to like freezer burn and stuff, so I try not to keep like a lot of stuff in there. I definitely could freeze it. Oh, I bought an entire book about quilting. And to no one's surprise, it's totally dusting on the shelf, but the intention was there. Okay, 1 over again. I'm surprised how chilly it's becoming, and quickly also. 1 over, let's see, 4, 1, 1, 1. Okay. That's basically here and down. Okay. I can do that. Now I'm getting confident with it. Watch me run out of the color that I have. Hope not. Should be fine for now. Man. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, it's getting cold. No, not Mariah, please. Not Mariah. Best you don't do me like this. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, we're cooking, guys. Look at this. Look. We're cooking. Look at this. We're good. We are making money moves on this painting. Question mark, question mark. Sweater weather and pumpkin spice. Yeah, I think I'm on my 4th pumpkin spice, but today was my first hot one. The rest of them were iced. But this morning I was like, I don't know, kind of breezy. I think we're gonna get a hot latte today. That was the move. Size and Christmas, girl, don't get me started. Girl, don't get me started. Boy, oh boy. I've lost track of where I am. 1, 2, 3. I could go up one maybe if I wanted to. Yeah, we'll do up one. Make it a wee bit taller. I like it better. I like it better already. Every year when I start my job, they're like, take your vitamins, take your vitamins. Like, they're all gonna get you sick. Take your vitamins. If you don't, you're gonna get sick. Here I am. Here we are. Costume ideas for the littles. That's a good question. I know I think when I was younger, I had a ladybug costume, and it kind of served. I don't know if the littles are into bugs, but bugs would be kind of cute, I think. Otherwise, I mean, I don't know what shows they watch, but I know Paw Patrol's a big deal. You do like a Paw Patrol hat and like a kind of like a blue outfit. That would be cute. Or or Doc McStuffins. A little pink vest moment. I don't know. That might be cute. Oh wait. Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs would be cute. That would actually be so cute. That might be harder to make, but it might be worth it. Maybe. I don't know. Everybody loves dinosaurs. We'll do these 3. Dang it, now I got Christmas songs stuck in my head. What have you done? Man. I feel like just every year, no matter what you do, Mariah just slips into your mind. She's like, You're like, girl, get out. Get out. I saw a statistic that said, I don't even know if it's real, or accurate, I guess I should say, but someone alleged that, like, she makes like $13 million every Christmas season from performing Christmas music, which, if that's true, that's wild. That's a lot of money. What's this? This is a painting stream. You're meant to ask questions, hang out, watch painting, and then if you get a little sleepy, then you go to bed. And that's the stream. That's the whole stream. Where am I? 2, 3, 1, and then 5. Can't sing today, but you know what I'm trying to do. Okay. 5. You know what I actually want to listen to when the Christmas season comes around is like the Nutcracker Suite. Is that what it's called? Like the whole orchestra piece. Like the ballet music. I like that stuff. because they had it in one of the Barbie movies, I think, and it kind of served. But the classic Christmas hits, not my stuff at all. Not even a little bit. Dang, you can barely see the pink squares that we did earlier. Check this out. Alright. You can see them up close. And then there's the blue we're working on. Crunchy. Tasty. Oh, that would be fun. I haven't done that. I've seen pictures of, because there used to be, I think, in my school days, part of the women's choir would go sing at the Capitol, and they always had pictures of the trees. But I was never in that, so I never saw them. But that would be, I'd be down for that. I've seen the trees we have here. They're the same every year. Five and five. I'm gonna do a square. There's 25. Need way more blue. Yeah, Christmas is something. I don't know, guys. Do you think it's going to be a warmer winter season? Or do you think it's going to be snowy? Like, how are we feeling? Because I thought this summer was going to be, like, super, super warm. And it was kind of warm. There were a few super hot days. But overall, it wasn't, like, entirely as miserable. I think it was just, like, more rainy than anything. So now I don't really know what to expect. I mean, if it's more rainy, then maybe it'll be more snowy. I mean, that would kind of make sense. They're both kind of the same thing. I hear more snow, Farmer's Almanac. Well, them farmers, you know, they must know. I'm at least thankful that I don't have to do any snow removal this year. Hopefully. I mean, I guess it'll be on my car, but I have one of those handy little windshield thingies, so we shall see. Perhaps it won't be too bad. Look at this, we got some shoulder. We're painting a shoulder. Alright, and then it goes, it's like a section of 5 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Already got 3, so we just gotta do a row of 2. Boom, 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 boom. In my heart, I want to sing, but my voice is like, please, Mare, please don't sing. We have so much mucus on our vocal cords. Please, please don't sing. At least today, it's like, it's not as mucus city, so that's good. Yesterday, I feel like I was like coughing it up the entire day. Nobody wants to do that. I think I just need like a section of 3 here. Just gotta say, ma'am, it is wild. You have your entire government name on your YouTube channel. Just gotta throw that one out there. My cybersecurity heart bleeds just a little bit on your behalf. Okay, can I do a clean edge? Yes, I can. Okay, even this out a little bit. Got some streaks here and there. Will they regret doing touch-ups? Maybe. Signing off. See you later. Allegedly, 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 in my opinion. Allegedly. And again, also in my opinion. Yeah, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Glad you could stop by. Okay, that's like half of the M that we were trying to make, and we only have like this much paint left. Just a little tiny circle. So I'm thinking we just kind of finish out make this section that we already have consistent, and then this can kind of be like the darker side. I mean, we should be able to match it. I mean, it's so dark. Like, once we mix this color again and make the black color, I don't think we'll have too much trouble making them blend together. But just in case they don't, we're gonna kind of try to make it look like we did it on purpose, I guess. Let's see. So I did the square, and then there's like a staircase moment. So one down, one down, one down. And then I think once we finish up with this blue section here, just got a few more squares after this, then we'll go back and see how we're feeling about the white color. And if we're not loving it, we can do a different color. 'Cause why not? Okay, and then I just need to do a kind of like squiggle and a single box, and that would be right here. Okay, single box. Okay, that looks good. And then we basically just need a 6 down. And this one. Perfect. Okay, I can probably clean up these edges a little bit. Make it look like I drew them on purpose. Ooh, I didn't mean to make that bigger. Let's see. Oh, it's almost 10. What the heck? Alright. Even this out a little bit. Sweet. And then the silver brush. Alrighty, gamers. This is how far we made it. I think that looks good. We got that little bit of white in there. Kind of looks like a tree right now. It looks like a cherry blossom tree. But we are going to wrap it up for the evening. I appreciate everyone that has come through and said hello. We're probably going to be doing more of these at some point, maybe one tomorrow. But we'll have to keep an eye on posts. I'll be updating you guys when we do our next one. I might start using the scheduling feature so you guys can plan to be here. So we're just gonna keep kind of experimenting and seeing what works for us as a community. So I appreciate everyone, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Nails!